Wars, the crypto space is hot. We can't even keep up with it. Video number 2 today. My name is Coach JB. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. Now, I'm the long-haired, bearded guy that's sharing information with you, telling you not to trust a word I say. Now, why do I say that? I'm not trying to get you to trust a word I'm saying. What I'm trying to do is get you to open up your mind and awareness of the possibilities for you as a human being. I want to jar you a little bit and get you to question everything. And that's how you learn the game. If you know the game, you can't be played. As you look this way at a beep, there's something happening this way, warriors. And this has been going on over and over again in history. History does not repeat itself. It often rhymes. And every single fiat currency has collapsed in history. Let me repeat that. Every single fiat currency has collapsed in history. And what you're investing in the quantum financial system, in the fourth industrial revolution, the cryptocurrency space, is a new infrastructure of our banking system and our monetary system. Some will be decentralized and some will be centralized. So we could argue all day that it's going to be this or that, but I'll tell you what it is going to be is a new monetary system. The SWIFT system is an old, archaic banking system. And if you go on the SWIFT site, they are moving rapidly into the iOS 2200 if you look at it, right? So is Ripple. Ripple, that is a messaging system. Within the near future, you're going to send money just like you send a text message. You questioned it when we went from letters to email. You're like, oh, I'll never use that. I'll still use my old archaic filing system. Banks did the same thing. And then all of a sudden, now you just send an email to somebody, you don't question it. That's exactly how your money's going to run. Well, there's a lot of things going on in the Ripple XRP space. You got the people who think that Ripple's a shit coin and the people that think it's the best thing since sliced bread. What I'm here to share with you guys is I'm a big investor in XRP. I don't know what you consider big. I think it's pretty big. I'm also a big investor in many different cryptocurrencies. I don't put all my eggs in one basket, but when I do put my eggs in one basket, I'm like an oak tree. I put my roots in deep and I weather the storm. Now remember, warriors, an apple seed takes 10 years to bear fruit. Okay? An apple seed takes 10 years to bear fruit. The apple seed or the apple tree doesn't bitch and complain. It stays stoic. It trusts that the sun's going to come up every single day. It takes the nutrients from the ground, and eventually it bears one apple. But when it's patient enough to bear one apple, after that, a multitude of apples come. That's what I'm working to teach you to do, to get your roots in the ground, to trust that the sun's going to come up every day, to be fundamental, to be stoic, to be non-emotional, and understand what you're investing in. And once you understand what you're investing in, let the one apple come, be patient, and then you'll feed your family for a lifetime. I'm not here to give you a fish, warriors. I'm here to give you a fishing pole. And as my boy William says, we're going to teach you how to farm so you can feed a nation. Well, shit, JB, get into the news. Let's go. All right, warriors, so let's get a little bit deeper. A couple things about me. I'm a follower of God. I love God, and I love the life of Jesus. I'm non-religious. So if that turns you off, I'm probably not the guy to watch. I've been divinely directed by God's guidance through prayer, meditation, subconscious mind programming to share this information, and that's how I build my portfolio. It was divinely directed, so if you don't like that, I love you. Say what you mean, don't say it mean in the comments. All right, so let's go ahead and get it kicked off. Breaking news on February 10th. This happened at, 14:43, so that would be military time. So if you look at this, new motion may force Ripple to hand over SEC-related emails. Woo! Now, why am I cheering about that? I'm a huge XRP investor, right? Also, big fan of Ripple, the company. Because bad news is good news. The more people talk about this, the more information is going to get out, and the more they dive deep into this, the more clarity we're going to get. So a new plaintiff in the class action lawsuit has filed to see Ripple's emails with the SEC. Now let's stop for just a moment. Remember, Brad Garlinghouse and the SEC have communicated with the SEC every single month since their inception. And why is there this big narrative of the SEC going after the only cryptocurrency company that communicated with the SEC since their inception? That's why all the Bitcoin maximalists call them the shitcoin. They call them banker's coin. I'm an ex-banker. I understand the real-world solve for XRP and cross-border payments. If you understand banking and you understand the banking rails in the SWIFT system and how archaic it is and how clunky it is to send money across the rails, you would understand that banks need this to move into the new system. Also, banks' number one thing is to manage risk. A big risk is liquidity risk. So if I walk in with $5 million to send somebody money in Europe and I'm the bank, Man, XRP solves a great problem for me. You don't even know XRP exists. You walk into XYZ Bank, I'm going to send $5 million to Europe, and I'm able to send it to you for 5 seconds, 3 seconds, for about 10 to 20 to 30 cents. You're happy as shit. Your money went quickly, and I have zero liquidity risk. XRP handles the liquidity. Think about that. Think about that, warriors. Do you understand what that means for a bank, especially smaller institutions? That allows them to do what they do best, or I'm not going to get into that part. The motion includes all emails dating back to 2015. Doo-doom-doom. The SEC has filed charges against Ripple Labs and 2 of its executives for unlawful sales of securities. Okay? XRP has seen some price recovery since the initial SEC charges, I think it's over 40 cents today, against Ripple. It has been a tough few months for the cryptocurrency industry and Titans. All the weak investors have jumped out. I just put that in there. Now, if it seems that Ripple's situation has become stickier, the company may need to produce all its emails it had with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, dating all the way back to 2015. This is due to the class action lawsuit introduced by Ripple Investor on February 8th. Court listeners revealed that the lead plaintiff, Bradley Sostak, filed a new motion in the Northern District of California. Here's the motion right here, okay? Hoping for an increased transparency. Although Ripple Labs has 2 of its executives faces SEC charges, XRP holders are the likely feeling the pressure the most. This has led to a motion hoping for additional insight into conversations between Ripple and the regulatory body. The plaintiff has also moved to remove the ratifications from Ripple's submitted court documentations. These sections were ratified for privilege, but Sotak believes that the Ripple shouldn't have been able to redact portions of the arbitrary. Instead, the firm needs to be explicit and specific in its actions. Okay, Ripple and XRP soldier on. This entire situation stems from XRP, the cryptocurrency that Ripple has used to build its brand. The SEC states that it currently views XRP as a security, meaning the accused parties took part in unlawful sales of securities. Now, if you want to, go back and watch my YouTube video where I'm mixing my people up. Not Brad Garlinghouse, not Jay Clayton. Oh my God, it's leaving my head. The head of the OCC, Brian Brooks. Woo! So many people in my head. Brian Brooks, the head of the OCC. Now you got to remember, where did Brian Brooks come from, guys? He was there for a very short amount of time. He was the top legal counsel at Coinbase, the top cryptocurrency platform, who was banked by Chase. Understand the game so you can't be played. Brian Brooks became head of the OCC. Brian Brooks, watch the video that I said. He gives you a little hint where I think we're going with this lawsuit. But I think bad news is good news. It's mushing it much quicker. Okay. Also, coming out today on February 10th at around 9:16 this morning from Forbes magazine. So we know it's legit, 100%. All the media people are legit, right? SEC v. Ripple, mining for clarity in regulatory chaos. Ripple, the U.S. crypto giant, recently filed formal responses to the Securities and Exchange Action Commission, the SEC, lawsuit brought a former chairman, Jay Clayton, in December. Ripple categorically denies the accusations against the company and its senior executives. The complaint argues that XRP digital currency was used as a medium of exchange for cross-border transactions in Ripple's software products and illicitly evaded the SEC registration for 7 years. What this signals to me is just they're going to pay it out. They're going to settle and pay it out, warriors. The response was robust and, can't even pronounce that word, confirming the widespread expectations that the company would fight back hard. But there was an even more interesting development. Ripple also filed freedom of information with the SEC, requesting documents related to the agency's determination that Bitcoin, BTC, and Ethereum are definitely not a security. This move appears to be linked to the SEC's core arguments in its lawsuit that Ripple, the currency XRP, is a security and that the company and its executives should be punished for distributing it without going through the erroneous registration process. Experts and analysts have long pointed out the similarities between XRP and Ethereum, and this begs a question. Why did the SEC declare that ETH was not a security, but file a lawsuit saying XRP is? Okay, Professor J.W. Verrett at the Antonin Salas Law School of Georgia, or George Madison University, that's a long name, was blunt about the SEC's haphazard and inconsistent on this, okay? XRP relies on Ripple to make a market in the asset, okay? A role that is common to many other commodities that are not determined securities. And yet, the SEC targeted Ripple for failure to register as XRP as a security with the SEC. There are a number of similarities between Ethereum and Ripple. A CoinGeek article points to similarities between the two cryptocurrencies with respect to continued involvement of the core developers and continued maintenance of the network code that underlines the two currency. In a widely covered speech in 2018, the SEC Division of the Corporation of Finance Director William Hinman observed that the digital asset Ethereum should not be considered a security. He observed that if the central enterprise aspect of the cryptocurrency asset is not present, it may no longer be properly described as a security. The lines between XRP and Ethereum are much grayer than Hinman's groundbreaking speech would indicate. This is not to argue that the SEC should also sue Ethereum, as that would cause millions in losses in innocent asset owners. It does, however, demonstrate that the SEC's regulatory approach to cryptocurrency has been haphazard and inconsistent over the last 4 years. So what I'm hearing here, Warriors, is the narrative is thick. It's getting us, so it's on Forbes. This is getting out to the public. So what's the good news for you as a cryptocurrency holder? If you're a weak investor, your legs are shaking right now, you're freaking out, you're running over to your baby mama, your sister, your cousin, your grandma and saying, get out of XRP. And what I'm doing, Warriors, is I'm holding tight. Because in these types of space, good news is bad news. Elon Musk is on TMZ talking about Dogecoin, pumping up Dogecoin. Then all of a sudden he's buying Bitcoin. Warriors, this is all to flood the narrative out there. Yes, there is an SEC lawsuit going on. Yes, there will probably be a settlement. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But yes, there will be a settlement. And once that dust settles, which side of the coin are you going to be on? No pun intended. What side of the coin are you going to be on? I'll tell you what, Warriors, I'm going to keep saying this. The freight train has left the building. You're either going to go on the ride of your life for it and build generational wealth for your family for generation after generation, or you're going to be the person that gets run over by it. And you're going to be sitting on a rocking chair about 2 years from now. You're going to be rocking back and forth and saying, oh, do you remember the C word? And they took all my money and they did this, as you get your next stimulus check in the mail. Or you're going to be the person that's rocking back and forth with all your land saying, look at how much I did for my family. Because I made a conscious decision to go against the narrative, to not follow the 99%, but to become the 1%, the uncommon 1%. Now, I know, Warriors, this can be confusing. The air is very thick when it comes to this, but on the other side of fog is clarity. And on every single storm, there's a rainbow. And Warriors, I want to ask you a question. How secure are you feeling right now in your current monetary system? How secure are you feeling right now with the stock market being overvalued tremendously? How secure are you feeling knowing that they're printing money like a printing machine? How secure are you knowing that you're in a flexible inflation rate, that by the time you get your stimulus check, your products and services are going to cost more? It's called the Cantillon effect. The money slowly comes down to you as the money's being spent at the top. How comfortable do you feel in a low interest rate environment unless you understand investing? How comfortable do you feel that you know that the stock market is being pumped by the feds? How comfortable do you feel with that? Or do you know that? Now, Warriors, this is not about understanding the economics like I do or understanding all the details. It's about understanding that something is shifting right now. And I'm not asking you to believe a word I say. What I'm asking you to do is get out your fishing pole and start fishing. The question I always ask you is, why can't I say certain words on here? On my TikTok, why am I shadow banned from the For You page because of certain words I've said? Think about that. So does that tell you that you're getting the information you need on a daily basis? Because those who control the money, control the information, control the people. Problem, reaction, solution. When you know the game, you can't be played worse. Everything you need is down in the description below. If you have any questions at all, go to my Instagram page, CoachJV_. DM me. I have about 25 messages to answer. I will message you back. It may take me 24 hours, but I'll do the best I can to message every single person. Okay? Make sure you like, subscribe, comment to this page if you want to join our private Warrior Academy where I show my exact portfolio. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just documenting my journey into quantum financial system. Everything's down below. Join one of the biggest, best communities in the world. Warriors rise. I don't know if it's the biggest, but I believe it in my mind.